Hey, what's up, pet lovers? Welcome back to my channel where we share the funniest, craziest, and sometimes the most embarrassing pet stories. So, you know how sometimes your pets can be the biggest scare in your life? Yeah, they can be adorable little monsters, can't they? Well, that's exactly what happened to me last night, and I'm still recovering from the embarrassment. You won't believe how it all went down. I live alone in a small, older house that can get pretty spooky at night, you know, the kind with creaky floors and drafty windows that make all sorts of noises. My dog, Benny, is a big, fluffy goofball. He's my constant companion and usually the source of my daily dose of laughter. Seriously, sometimes I swear he's a ninja because he can sneak up on me without making a sound. So, last night, I was watching this horror movie with all the lights off, trying to be brave. You know, the kind of bravery that only lasts until the first jump scare. Spoiler alert, I'm not brave at all. I was already on edge, clutching a pillow like it was a life raft. You know those slow-burn horror movies where every creak in the house makes you jump? Yeah, it was one of those. The suspense was killing me. Yeah, it was one of those. The kind that makes you question every shadow and sound. Right as the tension in the movie was peaking, I was practically holding my breath. I heard this soft, scratching noise behind me. It was so faint, but in the silence of the room it sounded like thunder. My heart leaped, but I told myself it was probably just the wind or the house settling, you know, the usual excuses we make to calm ourselves down. Then, it got louder, right behind me. My mind was racing, trying to rationalize the noise but failing miserably. At this point, I was convinced my house was haunted. I mean, what else could it be, right? My brain went straight into ghost mode, and I froze, my eyes wide, staring at the dark screen in front of me. I couldn't move a muscle. And then in the dim light from the TV, I saw it. I saw it, a fluffy, ghostly form right behind me, moving toward my face. My heart was pounding so hard I thought it would burst out of my chest. I screamed at the top of my lungs, louder than I ever have in my life. Fell off the couch and scrambled away. My survival instincts kicked in, and I was ready to bolt out of the house, only to realize it was Benny. My heart was still racing, but I started to feel a bit foolish. Yeah, Benny, wagging his tail and looking at me like I'd lost my mind. He was just as confused as I was. Apparently he'd sneaked up and was scratching his ear, which caused the creepy noise. The realization hit me and I couldn't help but laugh. When I screamed, he got spooked too and started barking, so there we were, both of us freaking out at each other in the middle of my living room. It was pure chaos. Both of us freaking out at each other in the middle of my living room. It was like a scene from a comedy movie. Long story short, I spent the night with the lights on, too scared to turn them off. While Benny was happily chewing on his bone, looking at me like, "What's your problem, human? What's your problem, human?" He was completely unfazed by the whole ordeal. So, moral of the story, always check for your sneaky pets before assuming your house is haunted. Even the bravest horror movie can't compete with a sneaky dog. They have a way of turning the scariest moments into the funniest memories. Thanks for listening to my embarrassing story, and for always being such a supportive audience. And give your pets an extra hug for me tonight. They deserve it for all the joy and laughter they bring into our lives. If you enjoyed this, don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe for more pet adventures. Hit that like button and subscribe for more pet adventures. Your support means the world to me. See you next time. Stay spooky, but not too spooky.